Hello, hello. We're gonna play play Fish Survive. What a great looking game. No, it's actually an amazing game. It's Home Sweet Home Survive. Been playing a lot of it on stream. We've had a lot of fun with it. There's lots of silliness and things to laugh at. These are all 7 of the current survivors that are at the moment available as of the 1st of April, because the new DLC came out with the Water Nymph Killer there as well. Spectre, sorry. I probably should just call it a Spectre. These are a list of perks, so each perk has its own little benefit for you. There's ones that, for a Spectre, will benefit, like, whether you're being stunned, or, you know, how much damage you're doing, or how fast you can move, and draining stamina or survival. There's lots of really cool stuff there. I've already got one ability where I don't lose speed coming out of a teleport. If you haven't played the game yet, we'll show you all of this in a moment. I'm going to get this stamina perk, which drains stamina when you're looking at a survivor as you're chasing them. Once again, I'll show you that in a moment. To apply these perks that you've got, you need to go into your list here. It'll show you your active perk, which is kind of an ability in the game. And then your passive perk, which is Blood Trail for this particular Spectre. There's the one perk that I earned already, and we're going to click on this, and we're going to equip the new perk. Now we have it. So there's also like cosmetics and things like that. If you own any, you'll be able to change the way your killer looks. This is an example of one of the legendary skins that are available at the moment that I don't own. There's also accessories and things. Once again, I don't own any. I'll be getting on to that soon. When payday comes around, I'll probably buy all the characters and specters and, you know, a couple of greedy pots, which is like a kind of like a loot box type system. These are the 4 survivors that the game comes with standard. You know, they're all anime characters basically. They've all got their different benefits, like to compare it to Dead by Daylight, like your survivors in that, they're all bulk standard, and the only thing that separates them is which perks you equip on them. But these perks in this game, each survivor, they have their own standard perk, and then you can activate 2 separate perks on each one. So, you know, it's different in that way. Also, the health system and the stamina system are completely different. We'll do a survivor run first. This is the pre-game lobby. You can't see the Spectre, as to be expected. You know, they're a pile of smoke. They used to show the teammates' levels, but they took that away because so many people kept ducking. They were saying, hey, I can't fight you. You're a high level. I just started. So we'll go in. This is the swamp. This is my swamp. I shouldn't try accents. This is an orange box. Now, the orange boxes are ritual boxes. You'll have a ritual item in there that will either be incense or a spike, or a nail, as they call them. So the incense is the first part of a ritual, and the spike is the second part of the ritual. You'll need to go through these skill checks to open up a box, grab out. This one's a spike, you know, it's the second part of a ritual. So I'll run to a ritual statue, which is one of these, drop the spike, and then I'll ping it with my middle mouse button, so they know that I need incense there. I'll keep having a little look-see around. Great adventure this is. There's trouble afoot with the killer. We can easily dodge them here, because they don't even know that we exist at the moment. We'll open another ritual box. Hopefully we can get a bit of incense. That way we can start working on our rituals. Me personally, I like to get the rituals onto the last phase and get at least 3 of them done before I start actually doing the final, it's called a prayer, which is needed. You need to do 3 of these statues. You need to finish all the phases of the ritual before you open portals, or alternatively, before then you can actually kill the Spectre in this game, which is pretty fun. But today we're just probably going to go for portals, because I don't know these people in my squad. I just queued up at random. So there you'll see I put the spike into the head, and in the top left, it's marked as yellow now with like the yellow prayer and stuff. That means that it's on the last phase. We're over here, we've just put some incense here, and we're getting into a chase with the killer. I have a perk where I can slam the door on its face and stun them. So I'm gonna do that and then run away. When you get into a chase, you become the decoy, it's called in this. The decoy's job is to just pretty much distract the killer long enough that your teammates are able to do rituals or find the items. In this particular case, my teammate took the chase off of me. Sometimes people prefer to be in the chase rather than in the rituals themselves, so fair enough, each to their own. We'll skip down here to a part where our teammate is able to demonstrate that they are healing themselves. You'll pick up a little syringe looking thing, and it's a small little action bar that's going to come up, and after that you'll see in the top right that they healed themselves up. So they're ready to go back in action, take a few more hits, which is nice. I got another incense here, so I can start warming up this other ritual right here that has a spike next to it. All rearing to go. I have skipped through a lot of this match just to keep the video a little bit shorter for you guys, but I did go around. I was putting nails down and stuff like that. Some of my teammates have passed away. You'll see in the top right, I've got a teammate that's yellow. That means that they've been executed once, and their soul is sitting right here. So I'll pick it up, take it to this little blue statue. We're gonna do a quick prayer, and you can bring them back to life. I give you life. Hell yeah. You can only do that once per survivor per match. So now that I've done that, I can get back to my ritual, start doing this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to miss a skill check here, just on purpose, just so I can demonstrate that the killer does like to come straight to you as soon as they see that sort of thing. There we go, there's the missed skill check. Skip forward a little bit, and the killer will show up any moment. There she is. So they get a little notification whenever you miss a skill check like that, or opening and slamming cupboards, I believe they get notifications, stuff like that. They can also see where all of the rituals are on the map at all times, no matter what phase they are in. They will be able to see if it's in the last phase or anything like that. It'll be blue for them without any incense. Then it'll be orange when it does have incense, and yellow when it's on its final ritual. And in the top left, you'll see one is green because one's been completed. That's why the yellow screen happened just now. She became vulnerable, as it were. So now we're just getting around. We're going to use this here. My ability to stun out of the locker or through doors. I'll use that again. A little bit more of a chase. She's going to stab me here. It's alright, it happens. And we'll head on around here, try to lose her. This wasn't so much of a difficult killer when we recorded it. It was just, you know, she was pretty standard. So yeah, she moved on to another target straight away. I think she'd gotten used to trying to chase me and not being able to actually do it, so there's that. Managed to get another soul, got another revive. Now we're on to that last one. We were trying to put some incense down. They're chasing me. As you'll see in the top right, there's only 2 survivors alive, but the last ritual was completed, which means we got a little bit of health back. We have a chance to get out of here now. If we would like to, we can try and kill the Spectre, but like I said, we're just going to be getting out with this one. So the killer's going to be really hungry to kill you at this point. So you're going to do whatever you can to get away from her. I'm trying to buy my teammate time. I'm not sure what they were doing at this point. I've got the holy water. I can show you what that does. Here she comes. Throw that on her. It'll do a whole bunch of damage, but it also clouds her vision. Now you can stack this up to 3 times. At 3 stacks of holy water, she will not be able to see at all. So it's pretty useful to do. You use the vase, teleport through. At this point, I just thought that there was no point in doing anything other than getting out. because now I knew where my teammate was. She was just messing around with with one of the lightsabers, as we call them. So yeah, that's what happens. You get out, you get your little escape screen, and after your escape screen, it'll bring up the points screen and show you how much you earned, who did the most damage, just little awards and things like that. And that's pretty much what you got to do as a survivor. It's not the finest example of the gameplay. You know, I did cut out like a whole lot. There were more chases and stuff like that. A match does go for quite a while usually. There is a time limit. You don't want to exceed the time limit. But yeah, we're gonna go show you some Spectre now. Now, obviously, Spectre just needs to kill everybody, right? The best thing to do, patrol your rituals. It's the same as in Dead by Daylight, as everybody's comparing this game to Dead by Daylight right now. It's like patrolling your generators. Your killer will start away from survivors at all times. In the swamp, you'll tend to start right down the bottom there. Knowing your map is going to be your best bet. So being a new player, don't be ashamed that it's taking you a while to find some survivors, because it is about map knowledge. The map itself never changes, but where the rituals and where the boxes and stuff like that spawn, that is randomized. So here we know that they might have the perk to stun us out of the door because we play survivor ourselves. Just like any game like this, I recommend you play survivor and killer just so you can get better at both of them. We'll check the cupboard. Normally you can hear them when they're in the cupboards, but I didn't have any time urgency at this point. And breaking doors down and cupboards and things like that, it's not really any risk, so worth checking. We found another survivor. You'll see this little blue glow that I have going on with them. That's my ability to drain stamina. When that's up, it means that I'm draining stamina from them. But I have to be close enough, and I need to have them in the center of the vision there. You'll see that this survivor is hitting us with the lightsaber, which stuns us for a short amount of time. I don't think it's worth it as a survivor personally, but you know, everybody's different. But we can also teleport to the closest survivor using our R ability as this Spectre, which is super useful. Also, we've got this phasing shifting ability. We will see where the survivors are during that. And we've got our first execution of the game. That puts them out of action, and we know where their soul is because we know where we've killed them. So we can monitor that if we'd like. And in the top right, you'll see that there's a timer on their frame where they're yellow. And because we see it stop moving, in a second it'll stop moving. Any second now. Just juking these guys at them in the moment. Second execution, here we go. There we go, that's another one out of action, but they can self-resurrect as that character. So you see that their number stopped moving. They're stuck at 87. That means that a survivor has picked up the soul. That's another thing worth keeping an eye on as the Spectre. Knowing if somebody's going to get a resurrect is going to be pretty important. If you're able to shift and see the people making a prayer, you can stop that from happening because it is an action bar, just like any other action. Here we go, another fakie out the door. Drain that stamina. We're gonna chase them around. Here's a little corner juke here. We could break that wall, but in the time of breaking that wall, it gives them an opportunity to get away, so it's easier just to outsmart them with a little mind game where they think that they're just going to be going back and forth, and I've been doing the same, and then you just get out of that. So here we're in a situation where we have the final survivor that is alive, but they have a fair bit of health. And what we know about the other two survivors with the same character is they can self-revive when that timer gets down to 30 seconds. And then they have any time within that 30 seconds to self-revive. So we need to be careful about what we do when we're chasing this last survivor. If we can kill them before those revives come up, then that's great. But also having a teleport or a shift available for when you do finally kill this person is pretty preferable, but in this particular situation, I see that the other survivor's right there, so I know that they couldn't have gone too far. So we've got this execute. Did they go down here? No, they didn't. We'll have a quick look there, and then our shift will come up in a second. That, and we'll see that they're over there. They've just put the soul down to do a prayer to revive their teammate. We are too fast, so we'll get to them. By stabbing it, it interrupts that process, and they actually have to start the prayer all over again, so it's not worth them having that soul. Sorry, I know how to word. So yeah, all we need to do is kill this person at this point. 30 seconds. It doesn't look like their other teammate's gonna revive here. So all we need to do is kill this person. Jump down. We can't follow down those gaps. Without a perk, that gap fall does hurt them though. And we just follow them around by watching where they run. Obviously they weren't too aware of where we were at the time, so that was their final execution. And it's super easy, just like that. You kill the whole enemy team, and you've won. But some of the higher level survivors will be a lot more tough. It'll be harder to deal with. You will get bullied. But yeah, we've been having a lot of fun with this game on Twitch, like I mentioned. We stream a lot of it at the moment, so if you do want to come and check it out, if you want some more advice, yeah, come by and ask me. I'll put the link on the screen. Let me know what you think of the game as well in the comments. I think it's a great game. No need to compare it to Dead by Daylight. It's the same genre, but it's not the same game. It's like saying Call of Duty is the same as Fortnite. They're just not the same. But anyways, we'll upload some more videos in the future. As for now, I'm gonna head off. See ya, guys.